Clair can get done from under the basket.
Out to the corner, it's Harmon. Stops and drives. No foul called on the play, but it is going to be Saints ball here. 6:38 left to go here in the opening quarter.
It's early after the timeout, but I am seeing a little bit of a difference now in the defensive strategy of the Lightning. Not as easy right now for St. Clair's getting to the basket, something they're going to have to keep an eye on.
From three, doesn't go. Great job by Petty to get the rebound. Second chance for the Saints. Three ball from the corner, still doesn't go. Both teams unable to find their touch from deep right now.
Yeah, great close out there by Santiago to cause that miss. You see Dewsbury pulling up. Just a little bit out of the reach of Santiago. Got to do a better job of making sure you secure that pass. Every possession is so important.
Of course, we want to welcome you here to the Jack Simpson Gym in Calgary, Alberta. Home of the UFC Dinos, also home of the St. Trojans here this year. I'm Brett Levkowski. I'm on the call here for you, and I'm joined by my man, Jermaine J.C. Cummings. Early on, Saints up by 8. St. Mary's in their first ever game in the CCAA Nationals, trying to get things going early on, but really struggling so far.
Absolutely. This game is not short of drama, as you said, Brett, excuse me. So much stories here, so much on the line here, essentially. As you said, the OCAA champion St. Clair Saints in here, and as you see, with a great start, they're looking to continue that championship run. St. Mary's on the other side, looking to continue their Cinderella run. Not a lot of people expected them to be here. One of the actually the tiniest school in the entire tournament. Only 971 students. Don't tell them that. They're not worried about any of that. That's why we play the game. Even though they're down 8 early in this game, look for them to really be competitive.
Yeah, this St. Clair Saints team looking for redemption after last year. Runners-up at both Nationals and in the OCAA tournament, losing both of those games to the Humber Hawks. But like we said earlier, Humber not here this year, and the doors open for St. Clair and for the other 7 teams in this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And as we take a look there, Brendan Sagan in the huddle with his guys, they know that the door is open. They are really aware that their nemesis Humber is not in this tournament. So St. Clair is really looking to make a statement for themselves early on in this one, and so far they've managed to do just that.
.550 left to go in the opening quarter. Saints up by 8, excuse me. The battle of the Saints here tonight. We've got St. Mary's versus St. Clair.
We got some scoreboard issues here, it looks like. Let's see if we can get that figured out, because I can assure you all at home the score is not 0-0.
And of course, we got a full day of action here at Nationals. Second game of the day going to feature the RSEQ champions from Montreal, the Dawson Blues, taking on the Pac West runners-up, the team who was undefeated in the regular season but lost the Pac West championship game. They were still the #1 ranked team all year, the VIU Mariners out of Nanaimo. Going to be a fantastic game here later this afternoon.
Oh yeah, the VIU Mariners, indeed. Their reputation most definitely precedes them. Definitely the highest rank coming in. A lot of people want to see VIU in action, me included as well. I want to see what all the hype is about, and I can't wait to get that going as well, because you know they're going to bring their game with them.
While we get that figured out, we're still going to be going to go over the rest of this opening day here, quarterfinal Thursday. The Capilano Blues, the team that upset the VIU Mariners in the Pac West championship game, going to be taking on the OCAA runners-up in the George Brown Huskies. Both teams maybe a little bit under the radar in this tournament, but both have a lot to prove, and both can definitely show that they can make deep runs. Absolutely,
and speaking of both those teams yesterday, that's exactly the spot they want to be in. Then under the radar, keep it cool, strike when the iron's hot. And we're going to see if they can get that done here today as both squads looking to advance.
Looks like after a little bit of confusion, it looks like we are just about ready to get going here. Of course, all of these starters from St. Clair getting involved early on, both defensively and offensively, while for the Lightning, it's just been one early bucket from their leading scorer, Brock Dewsbury. It well, Canadian, they're going to need more from everybody else. As I say that one, that three from the corner. Kevin Hammer just rolls out. Chance now for St. Clair to really add to this lead. Good defense there from Lakota. Driving the court in a hurry, taking it to the rim and getting it to go. That's Armbrister getting a big two for the Lightning.
The quintessential combo guard, AA, does it again. St. Mary's is going to have to lean on him to really get back in this game. He does a good job of getting to the hoop and going through contact and finishing as well. Look for him to continue that trend.
That one doesn't go for Price. Lighting, hoping to cut into the lead a little more.
Nice.
Good cut to the rim by Dewsbury, who gets two more. Cuts the lead to 4.
How about it? A little bit of read and react there from Dewsbury. Looks up, said, hey, no one's in the paint. Don't mind if I do. One power dribble, couple steps. He's right at the orange. Great right finish.
That little delay here early on really seeming to help out this Lightning team. St. Clair a little out of sorts here after the break. As that three again short. A second opportunity once again, but stepping on the line was Petty. It's going to be out of bounds and St. Mary's ball.
Hey, you hit the nail on the head there, Brett. Sometimes it takes that little bit of pause. Sometimes you need to regroup, recalculate, recalibrate as well, and that's what it seems like we're seeing here from St. Mary's now. Very important possession right here. They've got to get a basket to really keep that momentum going.
Kevin Hammer now on the ball. He's checked in after the break. Open three from the corner. Doesn't go, as both teams ice cold from deep right now.
Absolutely. Nothing says nerves like not being able to shoot from long range.
Corner three, opportunity, in and out. Loose ball foul on the play against the Saints.
Yeah, looks like they got Harmon over the back on that one. I saw him getting real after it on the offensive glass. A little too after it for the officials liking it. We are going the other way. You get a look there at Armbrister.
Substitution here for the Saints coming in. Glenn Willis Harris into the game for the Saints. As well, a couple of subs the other way as well. Corner three. That one goes. Ajayi gets the first three of the game and cuts the lead to 1. And a foul coming the other way. And suddenly the Lightning has seemingly found lightning in a bottle, and they are right back in this game with all the momentum, just down 1 with 4 to play in the first.
Most definitely making it work. Corner three from Ajayi. As I said a couple weeks ago in the provincial tournament, he really showed me something. I knew he had a great driving ability, but shooting as well as he gets it done. And we see Kevin Hammer is starting to pile it on, and the St. Mary's Lightning now really starting to find their footing.
Yeah, Hammer just cutting through the defense there with the fake on the pass. Easy play to the lane. And then the other way, it's Willis Harris putting the Saints right back ahead. As we've got a great opening quarter here. Alex Leach now into the game. Shot from down low here, right along the line, doesn't go. Saints back on the ball, gonna try to slow things down a little bit.
Yeah, Caleb Gibbs got to get in this game offensively. Very important for the Lightning as they need him to really start to produce. Had a tough tournament a couple weeks ago. Great opportunity now for him to turn it around. And he knows he can do it just like that.
Another three-point opportunity, that time from Deere of the Saints, doesn't go. They stay ice cold. Saints up 1 here. 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Tim Stewart now in the game for the Saints. He's on the ball. That pick and roll, doesn't get it. Still on it. Kicks it out. Three-pointer. Again doesn't go. Second chance. Willis Harris. And again, the Saints could not buy one in the first quarter.
Oh, it's a good opportunity for St. Mary's now. Saints are missing time and time again from long range. AA with a great take. Doing what he does best. Penetration, finishing through contact. Yet again, Armbrister making that basket. Really contact.
Off the glass, put the Lightning back ahead. St. Clair seemingly a little bit frustrated as they just can't get it to go from 3. And they just keep trying and it's not going. And that's a turnover. Other way. Three-pointer goes. Caleb Jip from downtown.
That's the Caleb Jip we know and love over here in the ACAC. Transition threes. Finally getting one to go. We'll see if that turns the tide for him in this game.
CCAA getting back on defense, and what looked like it was going to be an easy lane to the bucket, denied by Armbruster and the Lightning, who, after being down 10-2, suddenly on a 14-2 run here in the first quarter with 2:09 to go.
Play the game. Right back in it though, the Lightning after that little break.
Willis Harris gets that one to go. He's got 4 points off the bench so far here in the opening quarter. He's been a lightning bolt for this team.
Oh boy, here we go. Caleb Jip has arrived. A 3-point in transition, a take to the basket, taking it the hard way, gets it to go, and now with a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way, Caleb Jip doing Caleb Jip things here today.
Absolutely love to see it right now from the little team that could from Calgary. Jip with the and one, chance to put the Lightning up 6.
Definitely, and as I was saying earlier, a little bit of a rocky provincial tournament there to be sure from Caleb Jip as you get a look at him here, but the reason why we play the game, the stats are just that, hit the pass, forget about it, you're going to get back into it, and that's a good job converting on that 3-point play.
Like we said, this Lightning team, they're here on house money, they're at home, they got nothing to lose, and it looks like that timeout called from Coach Ruff has really turned this team around. As another 3 does not go for St. Clair, and they are going to have to get that 3-ball going if they want any chance right now. That one's thrown away by
Yeah, all signals there. That's tough. Every possession is so important right now, especially when you've done a good job pulling yourself out of the early game rut and really getting the momentum going here. You don't want to see miscommunications like that.
Lightning up by 5 here. Final 90 seconds of the opening quarter. Driving to the rim, thought about it, turns it back, and that time it finally goes. Willis Harris has now got 7 points off the bench, but Jip the other way responds immediately.
It's
Caleb Jip's got 8 in the opening quarter.
Quick 8, how about it? That's going to call a timeout from the St. Clair Saints. Caleb Jip starting to heat up. I said it at the beginning of the game. If St. Mary's was going to come out and really take a hold of this, Caleb Jip had to show up. So far, he's done just that. Love what I'm seeing from him today.
Caleb Jip absolutely getting things done in the later half of this opening quarter. He's got 8 so far. And for the St. Mary's team, we are talking about first time ever at Nationals, playing on house money, but this team almost didn't even get here. In fact, this team almost didn't even get to championship weekend in the ACSC. They beat Red Deer by 3 points. They had to play a play-in game, and they barely won it.
I tell you what, almost on a technicality they're here this weekend. It's unbelievable. Truly a literal Cinderella story as we see everything was against them making it to this tournament. But with great play and great timely wins, they've managed to punch their ticket. And so far in this game showing that not only did they belong, they're looking to thrive here as well.
Yeah, beating a very good Lakeland Rusters team, 87-84 in the quarterfinals of the ACAC, and then doing it again with a big 93-79 victory over the host Lethbridge Kodiaks, and then obviously falling short to those St. Trojans in the ACAC championship. But this St. Mary's team has just beaten some real good teams in the ACAC, and they are more than holding their own against last year's runner-ups and the OCAA champions of the St. Clair Saints.
Now, after that timeout, we're going to see what Coach Sagan has in store defensively. Obviously, he picked up the fact that Caleb Jip is an absolute flamethrower from long range. We're going to see if the coverage changes on him around the perimeter.
Takes it on the ball, gives it away, and it is Jip with the steal. Just unable to get it to go. Great defense on the play there from Miles Hall, just blocking the lane to the basket. And Jip just a couple inches taller, he probably gets that one to go, but good defense there by the Saints.
Most definitely. Good job getting back by Hall, but an even better job by Jip securing that ball after picking up the steal, getting his boys yet another possession. He is playing right now on an unbelievable level.
Right for the in-count pass to Dewsbury. Dewsbury cut away at the last moment, and that's turned over. Saints now got an opportunity to cut into the lead. Driving to the bucket to get it to go. Darnell Petty.
Petty making up for some lost time early on, lowering the shoulder, getting to the hoop, finishing as well. That's a great take there by Darnell.
Straight out on the ball, throws it down low. Kodwa. That's going to be a foul call on Willis Harris. He doesn't like the call. Hard to tell from our angle here, but definitely a bit of a tough call there on him.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. But as a former player, believe me, we never believe we foul. Ever. It's never our fault. It's never a foul. But as we get a look here at JP, the photo of where do you start with this guy? Unbelievable rim protection. Rim running as well. We saw some great highlight dunks for the convention tournament. And he's got a little bit of a touch as well. So not only is JP going to do some dirty work for you down low on either from that full right block, he's going to give you a little finesse. He's got a good jumper that can do money. He's got a nice little layup package around the hoop as well. Look for him to really get that move.
Gets them both to go. JP Okodwa averaged 13 points per game this season in the ACSC. He's been a huge presence for that team down low for the 4th year.
Yeah, he's turned it up. As we saw earlier in the game, St. Mary's did a good job getting to the hoop. After that break, not the case. JP standing behind, standing tall, making sure nothing's easier on the edge.
Set something up here. 10 on the clock. Only 20 seconds left in the opening quarter. They're working around. Second chance here for 3, and it's good. Jack Price.
Big shot, timing as well. We're going to see what St. Mary. Oh, boy. Just like that, when you get a possible swing. That's why you want to make sure to secure the basketball before you pick the plays ahead of time. 3.5 on the clock now. We're going to see if the Saints can tie or maybe even take the lead here.
2-point game here late. They throw it over, they turn it over. Okodwa able to find Santiago at the buzzer, and he gets it to go! Angelo Santiago from deep beats the buzzer.
That's Santi from 3, putting an exclamation mark on an unbelievable first quarter. How about that, Brett? That was almost like 2 separate games in one little 10-point entry. Unbelievable play from both squads. We know we're in for a great finish here today.
This has been an absolute great way to start off the CCAA Nationals here in Calgary, Alberta. I'm so glad to be here alongside you here, JC. This has been such a great opening quarter. Lightning found themselves down 8 early, but after a bit of a delay here midway through that first, they have come out firing, and it's been Caleb Chip who's been the man who has really been the spark plug for this Lightning team.
Absolutely, and we know we're going to need him if you're St. Mary's to keep producing offensively. One thing I've seen from Caleb Chip is he lets the game come to him. He doesn't go out and force anything. He knows when to take it. He knows when to distribute as well, getting his teammates involved. We're going to see if that trend continues right now, because I tell you what, St. Mary's has done a good job here in the first quarter establishing the tone.
And for St. Clair, your OCAA champions and your 2022 CCAA runners-up. After what was a really strong opening few minutes, the problems they've had shooting from 3 were really an issue there and allowed St. Mary's to get back into this game and take the lead.
Most definitely. Ice cold from long range, as you said, Brett. St. Clair has got to do a better job of making sure that they get some better looks inside. When the ball isn't necessarily going down for 3 long range, start close. Work off the block, see if you can get some 10, 15 footers to go. That way the defense will start to suck themselves into the paint a little bit, freeing up some wide open looks where you can take advantage of that long range bomb.
Of course, we got a full day of great CCAA action. We've talked about it already. We're going to see the Dawson Blues, your RCEQ champions, taking on the VIU Mariners, who are the #1 ranked team in the country for most of the year. Fell short in the Pac-West Championships against the Capilano Blues. But that VIU team looking to rebound and make it to the championship game here as we are underway in the second quarter. St. Clair down 5, looking to get back into this one. It's Petty spinning, taking it to the rim. He's short there. Opportunity now the other way. But what a steal.
I'll tell you what, that's some front court defense right there. Missed it, but Petty staying with it. Second chance opportunity. St. Clair showing that you never give up on the play. Stay active, and you'll get yourself that basket.
Despite the fact that we were talking earlier in the game about Okodwa and his height advantage, it's been a lot of second chance opportunities with the offensive boards from St. Clair in early on in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I highlighted it a height advantage, but they're showing you, and by there, I mean the St. Clair Saints, that height isn't everything when it comes to rebounding, positioning, also making sure you're getting your body on that defender, clearing them out of the way, and not to mention being in the right place at the right time. And as far as second chance goes so far, St. Clair is doing just that.
Saints on the ball here early on in the second. It is Shaq Price getting to the rim, and he's denied by the big man, JP Okodwa.
Yeah, bodying him up a little bit. JP takes a look at that, sends it out of bounds. You've got to be aware of him around the hoop. Nothing easy when JP is patrolling the paint.
All of that 6'9" frame to get in the lane and deny it. Price from the corner, can't get it to go. And the All-Canadian Shaq Price has been struggling to get it going offensively.
Hey, how about JP? A little bit of playmaking action. A little give and go, a little no look over the head, showing a little bit of that Magic Johnson look. How about JP running the floor?
Santiago getting the easy bucket off the great feed. And this St. Mary's team playing like they are just having a lot of fun and just love the game right now.
Yeah, no, and it's very important for them to do just that. Oh, a great opportunity missed by JP, but nonetheless, the process was there. Ball movement is good. Everyone's moving without it. That way you're keeping the defense guessing. Keep that effort up, and you'll get that basket. Look out now.
Hard play to the rim. Kodwa gonna pick up the foul on the play. That's gonna send Vincent Simon to the line to shoot two.
All-Canadian second teamer Chad Vincent Simon at the line out of Scarborough. Long player, stays active around the boards as well, as we saw in a great example. St. Clair is really going to have to manufacture some stuff right now. Their usual game isn't working. As we said, the 3 points aren't going for them right now. So you got to keep things dirty, man. Keep it rough, keep it tubble underneath. Make sure you're securing those second chance opportunities. Getting to the line, stopping the clock, and getting up.
Simon gets them both to go. Hammer, he's going to drive to the bucket, sends it to the corner. Three doesn't drop. That was Jai looking to get 3 more for the Lightning. Going hard to the rim was Williams, unable to beat a Kodwa, and now it's going to be Jip. He's going to stop, pop for 3, it's good! Caleb Jip.
Tell you what, in the half court, full court, in transition, Caleb Jip, absolute flamethrower from long range. They picked him up on that one, didn't even matter, still knocked it down. What a shot.
Jip now with 11 points here. His first ever CCAA Nationals game. Losing the handle on it was Hanani Ajulu. Jip with a nice pass, finds Dewsbury. Stop, slow it down. They work it around. Hammer, he's got a lane to the bucket. Can't get it to go. Petty does a good job to get in the lane. Absolutely.
I was just about to say, Darnell, good job with the help defense there. Staying straight up and down, securing that rebound, but nonetheless, Terrence Williams misses on the other end.
Jai to the rim. His just rolls out. Gets a second chance, though. Can't get it to go. Out of bounds. Ball going to go the way of St. Clair. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Couple of subs from both teams here. And Jermaine, we haven't even talked about the nightcap yet. We haven't talked about your final game of the night.
Oh boy.
We're gonna see George Brown out of Toronto taking on the hometown team, the hosts, your 6-time ACSC champions, the St. Trojans.
Absolutely. The men of Troy taking the floor yet again. Anytime they do, it is box office, and best believe that George Brown is going to come prepared tonight. They're going to need to, because St. is most great.
St. playing in Coach Marty Berkey's final season as head coach of the Trojans. This is their 6th consecutive ACSC title, still seeking that elusive national championship, hoping to do it on home soil and send their coach out with a bang.
Yeah, huge opportunity here today to get that first step, making that happen.
That 3 from Chad Vincent Simon goes to cut the lead to 3. CBS hitting from downtown, cutting that lead in half.
Open all night, 24/7, just like CBS is indeed. As we said, the perimeter wasn't really going down as far as St. Mary's was concerned, but hey, all it takes is one sometimes. And that's the CBS not to them to get that perfect time from long range.
Off the turnover. Driving to the bucket and drawing the foul. Was Shaq Price on that one. He's going to head to the line too.
Red, looking at Shaq Price, you know what I love a lot about his game is basically just being unafraid, going to the basket regardless of who's waiting on him. He does a good job reading, reacting, putting down a couple dribbles, making sure to protect the ball going in. He always gets a shot towards the basket. So even if it doesn't necessarily go in, he gets it up, gets himself a chance, and as we see, it gets you to the line for 2. Clock stops.
Price, the 85% free throw shooter, does not get the first one to go.
Look at Shaq, making sure he's a floor general even while shooting free throws. That's a sign of a great player right there. Making sure everyone's in the right spot.
Why he is the team captain here for this Saints team. Price, the third-year guard out of Pickering, Ontario. Is that foul going to come against the Saints? Foul called on the floor. It's going to be inbounded by the Lightning. Dewsbury has it knocked out of his hands. And the Lightning are going to have to do it all over again.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but they've got Harmon on Jip now. Much bigger player. Not as easy now for Jip to move around, and the team's doing a good job of keeping him locked up. Lost him though. It's spin by Double A.
Nice spin move there on the play from Double A, picking up 2.
Yeah, arm brister. 9 times out of 10, he's got the strength advantage over his check. That looks like another example of that. He's able to get to that.
Price unable to get it to go, but he does draw the foul. That's Alex Cleach picking up his first.
Yeah, yet again, Price manufacturing some points where it seems like there is none at all. Does a good job. Once again, power dribble, protecting the ball, going to the hoop, got the shot up, it didn't go down, but here he is shooting 2 more free throws.
Correction on the play, that foul was called on number 3, Chip. Price got the first one there to go. And that one's now 3 for 4 from the line, cutting the lead to 2. 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Trying the circus shot there from below the basket. Players falling all over, but it's kicked out to the corner for 3. Just short, but Petty with the rebound. Nearly picking up another rebound, but this time Hammer able to come away with it. And Cleach is going to throw it. Trying to send it to Hammer, knocked off of a hand and out of play. And the Code going to now check back in.
Yeah, weren't able to secure the ball was St. Clair on that last possession, but how about Darnell Petty going to work down low? 2 offensive rebounds consecutive on that play. Right now, you've got to do a better job of keeping it away because right now he's almost single-handedly keeping him in it with second, third, even fourth chance opportunities, staying persistent on the offensive glass.
Five and a half to go here in the opening quarter. So we're going to have the old towel clean here in the paint.
Little precipitation, little bit.
Looks like we're ready to go. Hammer to inbound. Sends it out to Dewsbury. Down low, JP can't get it to go. In transition, Shaq Price ahead of the play. Good patience by Shaq Price to tie this one up at 34.
Yeah, definitely. In transition as well. We're seeing he's been able to do it at the free throw line and in regular play as we see Shaq Price really starting to heat up, tying the game now. 5:18 left in this one. Very important possession for the Lightning right here.
Chip thought about it. Dewsbury now from the other side. Spins. The fadeaway doesn't go. Price with the rebound. St. Clair now is trying to play in transition. And it's a blow down by CBS.
I tell you what, open all night. One hard dribble. Statue of Liberty crams that thing. How about a little bit of thunder on a Thursday afternoon?
JC, you have got to give the people what they want. And Chad Vincent Simon throws it down hard. And the Saints now have all that momentum back here as they're up 2.
Just like that, sometimes you got to rock the rim a little bit, and it kind of changes the tide of everything. As you see, St. Clair's got up off the bench, ready to hype their guys up. We're going to see how St. Mary's can kind of combat that right now, because all it takes is one dunk to get everybody going.
Lightning inbound here.
Oh, from the parking lot. Oh, my God.
Nearly gets it to go. Foul going to be called on the play.
Man, I tell you, he missed that one, but Jip can knock that down. I've seen time and time again, a couple steps ahead of half court, he'll pull that thing. So all it takes for him to hit one, St. Clair's will get the message real quick that Caleb wants to let that thing go.
Lightning ball here, gonna inbound from the baseline. Santiago trying to find a cutter. Finds Arbrister in the corner. Off the rim and out. Jip nearly gets a save, but throws it right into the waiting hands of Dare. Dare gets it back. Denied by JP Akodwa.
Showing you a little bit of everything on the defensive side as JP is able to send that ball back where it came from. Get his boys another possession.
Santiago looking for the cutting Jip. Looks like he took a bit of a knock there down low in the paint, and he's still down on the court. Being helped up, though. He looks like he's going to be okay. Looks like he just took it to the stomach there.
Yeah, might be winded a little bit, but I tell you what, Caleb Jip is extremely tough. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep him out of this one. As you can see, ready to ball is Caleb Jip.
Landing an inbound once again. Down 36-34 as Ajay ties it right up. Good inbounds play there as he cut to the bucket. Gets the easy two.
Yeah, classic stack. Using that screen as Ajay able to get himself wide open on the left side of the hoop with the lefty finish as well. You drew that one up in the playbook and it worked just right.
Good movement there from St. Clair. Looking for that extra pass was Harmon. Knocked away by Santiago and out of play.
In his chest, time and time again. Get him off balance. That way you'll find yourself to the line. Love what I'm seeing from Shaq here in the first half. Manufacturing buckets.
Shaq Price showing why he is the All-Canadian and OCAA first team All-Star this season. Just what a great week. If this is what we're going to be treated to all weekend, JC, I cannot wait. This has been fantastic basketball here to start off this championship weekend here at the Jack.
Yeah, most definitely. Both teams came here to hoop, and they're showing it right now that you've got to bring your A game to hang, and we're seeing that from both squads right now, making sure to give the fans quite this show, and everybody at home, I know you're enjoying it. I know you are. Don't pretend you aren't. This is great. Where else would you want to be? Right here with us on CCAA, making sure you're seeing the best ball in the country perform for you. Ooh, they get it. These kids get it. Oh, got some popcorn on the end. I'm getting hungry looking at that popcorn. I wanted some of that. Make sure you save some of that popcorn for me. I'm going to come see him at halftime and get some of that. Starving.
Of course, here in the CCAA, it is also the Women's National Basketball Championships going on currently as well. We have got a couple of semifinal matchups happening. You can watch that all on the CCAA live on YouTube. It's going to be streaming all weekend long here. And it just goes to show it's March Madness here north of the border as well. And it's been a great start to this weekend here in Calgary as Shaq Price heads back to the line. Saints up 2. In and out for Price. Can't believe it.
Yeah, got all the rim. Didn't get it to go down, but hey, as I said, the process is there for Shaq Price right now. Shots aren't necessarily falling for your boys. Even mid-ranges aren't really going down. Get to the hoop. Make it happen. As he
misses them both, gets his rebound back, can't get the second chance to go, and he is visibly annoyed by himself right now on the court. Is Dewsbury.
Nice.
What a cut to the basket to tie this one up at 38.
Come on.
Dewsbury.
Loses him with the fake on the left shoulder dip, goes hard baseline, and finishes with the right hand on the left side. That's not the way you're supposed to do it. Doesn't matter. 2 points nonetheless. Brock Dewsbury showing why he's the man.
From the corner, Willis, Paris. Touch too strong this time. Jip comes away with the rebound. Running the floor. Leaves it. Dewsbury going to slow it down. Gets it back from way downtown. And it's good. Brock Dewsbury.
Little 5-0 run for Big Brock. Easy layup on the baseline. Followed up with a long-range bomb. Dewsbury feeling himself here in the second. Only 2:45. We'll see how St. Clair's can answer.
And sure enough, he does. Gets the and one to go. Brilliantly done by Jalen Harmon.
Absolutely getting into the chest of the defense. Taking the hit, finishing. An acrobatic finish for Harmon, and now he's got a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way from the charity stripe. St. Clair's starting to make a home there at that line, and that's all that's working for him right now. You got to do what works, and they're doing a good job of stopping the clock, getting points at the line as well.
Saints now in the bonus as well for the remaining 2:45 of this half. As Harmon with an opportunity to tie this one up from the line. The 5th year from Michigan. Misses it, but another offensive rebound. Step back, Harmon for three, and it goes. Little fortunate to get that one.
Yeah, you'd say so. Bank is open on the Thursday afternoon as Harmon gets a little step back, kiss off the glass, go down for three, flushes it down the toilet bowl, does Harmon. It's a good shot nonetheless. His boy's out in front now by 2.
Harmon had a little bit of a chuckle there for the bench. As Jip now tries to respond, has it go off his foot. Tries to keep it alive off the hands of Santiago, and the defense coming up big once again for St. Clair here in this one.
Yeah, anytime you can force an offense into a cross-court pass, you're doing a good job defensively. Love what I saw from the Saints on that last defensive stance, able to cause that turnover. Jip trying to get it over to Santiago, a little bit too much behind it. We're going the other way.
That was Miles Hall forcing Jip to give up his dribble as Jip knocks that one out of bounds, getting back in the play, and forcing that cross-court pass. And Santiago just a little over his head. And Santiago, the 6-foot guard, just not quite tall enough to secure that one in. 2:04 to go. St. Clair to inbound. They work it to the corner. Driving to the basket, getting it to go. And that's Josiah Deere.
Yeah, Josiah Deere, noticing no one's in front of him. It's a good cut by him, able to keep the defender on his hip, finish at the hoop with the lefty.
Dewsbury with the fadeaway.
Come on now, we all know where Brock loves to work. That's off that right block. Don't make it so easy on him. Make sure you make him work for that spot. That's his hot zone.
Both teams just really finding their scoring touch here after that rough opening few minutes. And that's another 2 for Harmon, getting yet another offensive rebound. And you can just see that when a code was not on the court, it is just open season on the glass for this St. Clair team.
Absolutely. You know, they love to see when JP takes a seat. That way, penetration, penetration, penetration. Obviously, the modus of operandi here for Coach Sagan and his guys when JP is sitting down, and they're doing a good job of exploiting that big hole in the middle right now.
Lightning to inbound here. Final minute 18 of the opening half. Lightning down 4. They find Jip, who finds Cleach, drives it to the basket, off the glass and in. Good hard work there from the big 6'6" center.
Definitely. Alex Cleach loves to work off those baseline elbows. You're going to have to come find him right now because not only can he shoot from there, as you see, he can put the ball on the floor as well and make it happen at the rim.
They work it down low for Harmon. Just a little too short, and Cleach with the rebound. Final minute here in the opening half. Opportunity now for the Lightning to tie or take the lead. It's Dewsbury on Price, the 2 All-Canadians battling. Now it's Jip from deep, and it goes nothing but net for Caleb Jip. The man is on fire.
Absolutely. How about a little Skypers? No! From Caleb Jip as he's able to get that thing going from 45 feet out. Are you kidding me? No, that's exactly where he wants to pull that from. Great shot by Caleb Jip.
Caleb Jip has been on fuego in this opening half. Willis Paris leaves it for 3. It goes. Josiah Dare.
Yeah, making it happen is Josiah right back at him with a triple of his own. Took a hit on that one as well. No call, but great job hitting the shot.
Double A tries to throw it to Cleach, cutting to the bucket off a hand. And with 4 seconds to go, Lightning stuck 2, going to inbound here with a chance to tie or potentially take the lead heading into the half. Hammer to inbound from the baseline. Got to assume they're looking for Jip. They do find him. He cuts, finds Cleach at the board, and it goes.
That's going to count, most definitely. Caleb Jip looking for a shot. Great job taking that away by St. Clair. Says, you know what, let me get into the hoop real quick. Hit you with a no-look, find Alex Cleach for the last-minute finish to tie this game up. You knew that that's how we were coming out of the first half, Brett. Did you not? Tie game. Come on.
What an opening 20 minutes here at the Jack. Everyone assuming Jip's going to try to take that one to the rack himself. Finds Cleach with the no-look behind the back pass. And my goodness, 50-50. it's anybody's game here. It's a
Sure
coin
is.
flip.
Exactly, as we knew it could be. As we said, St. Mary's against the odds made it here, showing you that no, nothing is by mistake, all by design. Great job by the Lightning, making sure they played up to the level of the St. Clair Saints. 20 minutes left. We're going to see if they can get it done.
Battle of the Saints here at the Jack in Calgary. We have got a great second half coming up for you here between the 2022 CCAA runners-up and the little team that could from Calgary here in their first ever CCAA matchup. We will be back in about 15 minutes time here on CCAA TV. Welcome back to the Jack Simpson Gym here in Calgary, Alberta, the home of the University of Calgary Dinos and your St. Trojans. It is second half action coming up for you in just a couple minutes between the 2022 CCAA runners-up, the St. Clair Saints, taking on the tournament debutantes, the local little team that could, the St. Mary's Lightning. 20 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go, and after one half, it is a coin flip, tied 50-50 here. I'm Brett Lefkowski. I'm on the call, of course, joined by Jermaine J.C. Cummings. Jermaine, what a first half we've seen here at Nationals.
Most definitely. Both teams came to play. Despite being the huge underdogs on paper, the Lightning showing they're not going away, creating a little bit of thunder in that first half, making sure everyone knows they absolutely belong here. Now, huge opportunity here in the second half for the Lightning to really keep that push going. We'll see if the adjustments they had made at halftime come to fruition and see if they can come out here and get the dub.
This Lightning team led by Caleb Chip. 15 first half points, including a shooting lights out 4 or 5 from deep.
How about it? Caleb Chip doing what he does best, and that is pulling that trigger finger from deep, as we saw time and time again, not only in transition, also in the half-court set, out of out-of-bounds plays, making plays, facilitating for his teammates. Caleb Chip doing it all, and as I said at the beginning of the game, that is a must for St. Mary's to get out of here with the win.
And for the St. Clair Saints team from Windsor, the three-headed monster of their 3 All-Stars, Chad Vincent Simon, Jalen Hartman, and Shaq Price, all in double digits, led by Shaq with 12. I mean, we've seen these 3 just play so well all through this game so far.
Yeah, doing it in all types of ways, from shooting, facilitating, getting themselves to the line, making sure that everyone gets involved, and they've done that to be right now neck and neck with the St. Mary's Lightning. We're going to see what it takes for them to really push over the edge, and I feel it's going to be some production from the bench squad.
This Saints team shooting just 29% from 3 after 2 of 11 in the first half. They came back a little bit stronger. They've just picked their shots better in the second, going 3 of 6 for 50%.
Yeah, atrocious start for the St. Mary's Lightning and both the St. Clair Saints when it comes to shooting in the game. But as you said, as that second quarter came around, started to pick it up a little bit. We'll see if that continues here in the second half, because I have the feeling that the team that really hones in from long range is going to come out here with the dub tonight.
We'll see how this Lightning team responds here in the second half after what has been an amazing start for them to kick off their first ever national championship. As we mentioned, this team from Calgary, St. Mary's, under 1,000 students in their school and able to get here for the first time after going on an amazing run, as Dewsbury starts where he left off in the first half with that 3. As we say, they really had to work hard to get to nationals, went on a huge run at ACSCs through the play-in game where they barely beat Red Deer and then going on a run to get to nationals.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, going up against all odds, getting into this point, and now performing on a level, showing that despite only having 971 enrolled students, less than most high schools, they belong here on the big stage and are showing that here.
It was Harmon getting those points back for the Saints as we are tied up at 52-52. 1 minute gone here in the second half. They kick it back out. The lane opens up, the extra pass, and it's finished easily by Terrence Williams.
Yeah, how about Williams? Little 2-man game, give and go, runs baseline, able to get that go after receiving the pass from Harmon. Like to see it.
Double A from 3. Too strong, and he hears it from the Saints bench.
Yeah.
And the Saints fans who have traveled in huge numbers from Windsor to get here.
That they have. It looks like we got Terrence Williams down on the deck right now. I think he turned his ankle on that contest of Armbristers 3. I know he'll be back in it, but they got to get some ice on that thing, get it elevated, get it tightened up to keep that swelling down. I know we'll see Williams back in this game. And through the contact, Chad Vincent Simon taking the hit. Now he's got a chance at the line for 3 the old-fashioned way. The manufacturing of points down low continues here for the St. Clair Saints.
CVS now with 13 on the game. What a first half CVS has had. Average is 15.4 a game, as that one doesn't go. But he's well on his way to beating his average here tonight in this first of 4 quarterfinal matchups here on Thursday.
Yeah, pretty good numbers there from the depoy. They're going the other way for sure. That's a great job getting in there and taking that hit. Harmon saw Armbrister coming around the screen, said, I'm going to take this bowling ball to my chest. Does just that. And now we're going the other way. That's some hard hat play that'll get you a win.
Similar to how the first half started here, the Saints having a little bit better of the ball here in the opening couple minutes. Of course, they jumped out to that early 10-2 lead, but then the Lightning came back firing. The CVS just holds it. Shot from the key, doesn't go. Nearly coming down with the offensive board there was Harmon, but it goes off his hand and out. And Harmon gonna go down now.
Yeah, I think on that second chance opportunity, he may have taken a hit to the upper body, trying to secure that rebound. You hope he's okay. Definitely here, because I tell you, Harmon had a great first half, and he's coming out hard here in the second as well. Granted, only 2 minutes have gone by, but in that 2 minutes, we've seen Harmon consistently continue to produce here.
And this would be a big loss for this Saints team, as we've already seen in the second half. Terrence Williams go down. He's sitting on the bench right now. He looks like he's going to be okay, but as will Harmon, as he's going to walk off. Looks like he just took one to the thigh there, so just a little shaken up, but I think he'll be fine in a few minutes.
Yeah, everyone's playing hard. You knew these teams were going to do just that, and they're definitely living up to the billing as far as the physicality is concerned.
Hey, it's Nationals. You know both these teams are going to go hard, and they want this national championship. Dewsbury, under pressure, takes the 3 and nails it from downtown. Brock Dewsbury. And Santiago going to crash into Petty there and take that foul.
I'll tell you what, man. Brock Dewsbury is elite at creating his own shot. Whether it's on the baseline where he loves to operate, from long range, as we see, not only can he get his teammates involved, but he can facilitate, create space, and make sure to get a good look.
Petty straight to the bucket, going to draw the foul on Dewsbury, and he's going to head to the line. 2:21 gone here in the second half. Saints heading to the line, up by 1 right now. For the Saints team coming into this tournament after last year, falling short against their provincial rivals for the second time in the Humber Hawks. Really looking at this tournament as an opportunity for redemption, especially with Humber not here.
Yeah, absolutely. Big chance now for St. Clair. And as we get a look there at Darnell Petty, who's consistently going to the basket, and he's doing such a good job of creating contact when he goes there to give himself an opportunity. But as you said, Humber nowhere to be seen here for St. Clair's. They want to take advantage, but standing in their way is an extremely tough St. Mary's squad.
Jip gets it back. Can't get the finish as it just couldn't quite fully handle that one. And now it is going to be the Saints coming the other way. Shaq with the extra pass, able to find Vincent Simon, and CVS adds 2 more to his point total, and he's going to head to the line for a 3-point play.
Absolutely, operating off the left block as we see a great pass there from Shaq. 5, Vincent Simon cutting to the basket, took that hit, finished it, and now a chance for 3. That's what you got to do. As I said in the first half, when the threes aren't necessarily going down, work in that painted area. Keep working, keep working. Not only are you getting up in the scoreboard, you're stopping the clock, getting your guys back in the game. Great start to the second half by Saints.
Saints up 60-55 here, looking to go up by 6. CVS, true from the line. And once again, much like they did at the start of the first half, Lightning gonna have to respond. Santiago finds Jip, got a lane, step back, thought about it, and off the hand of Ajay, and out for a turnover. And St. Clair picking up their defense once again here to start the second half.
Most definitely, and this is a huge offensive opportunity right now for St. Mary's to really start to pull away from this game if they can get a good look here. We're going to see what happens.
Petty to the rim, kicks it back. CVS once again, patient, gets it to go.
Yep, some calls to pause. JP in there so big. CVS had to look around a little bit as we see a reach around.
Kodwa kicks it out to Santiago. Armbruster had to do well to get up that and get it away, but he loses the handle of it, and Petty runs the court off the glass, just out, but another offensive board. Shaq, Willis Paris now, back to Price. Willis Paris with a look for three, doesn't go. Santiago with the board. Now Armbruster here. Got a man all over him. And denied in the corner is a Jai. Willis Harris getting his hand up in his face.
Most definitely. That's how you protect the perimeter. Willis Harris making sure that you've got to get that ball up and over the outstretched hand of the defender. Great recovery to send that ball out of bounds.
Just about 4 minutes gone here in the second half. St. Mary's stuck 8 at the moment. Chip loses his man. Can't get it to go though. Bounces off the rim and out. And Petty with another rebound. St. Clair looking to go up by double digits here midway through the third quarter. Good patient play here. Trying to find Vincent Simon once again. And then being fouled hard on the play was Jip.
Great job by Caleb Jip playing the passing lanes, not letting that bounce pass go through. It's that type of defense that's going to get St. Mary's back into it. At no point are you completely out of it if you keep offensively producing and defensively producing as well, both sides.
Right now, St. Mary's just looking for a spark at the moment. Jip sends it to Akodwa. Dewsbury around one man, and he's stripped away by Stewart. Great defensive play there from the Saints number 3. Now just leaves it for Price, who runs the offense. Around Akodwa to the rim, can't get it over Dewsbury as it goes off the bottom of the rim. Lightning in transition. Jip able to draw the foul, and he's going to head to the line.
Good job, Caleb Jip in transition. Could have easily pulled up for 3. We know he loves to do that. Decides to put the ball on the floor, get to the hoop, took the hit from Petty, and now he's got a chance for 2 from the charity stripe. Looks like St. Mary's is going to have their opportunity now to manufacture some points the old-fashioned way.
Now heads to the line. 15 first half points. Quiet so far, but he gets the first one to go. Cutting the lead down to a touchdown. 7-point lead in favor of the Saints as the second free throw doesn't go. Vincent Simon looking for Stewart down low. Nearly saving it was Jip, but it looks like Akoda's foot may have been on the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. I love what I'm seeing from Caleb Jip on the defensive side. We usually don't highlight his defense, but he's doing a good job just kind of roaming the painted area, making sure that no passes get through unchecked. That's a great job out of him.
Yeah, he really just gets in those lanes and just makes it hard to have those backdoor cuts. Is that shot from 3 and the corner goes?
Yeah.
Willis Harris having a great game off the bench. He's got 10 now on the night.
Absolutely, doing a great job defensively, but how about a short porch 3 from Glenn as well, causing that turnover, and we see things are slowly starting to turn here in the favor of the St. Clair Saints.
Big bench contribution there from the big forward. And suddenly the Saints find themselves up by double digits for the first time tonight. They work it around. Another quarter 3 opportunity, and it goes! Shaq Price brings the lead up to 13, and the Saints are feeling it.
Yeah, Price is most definitely right on that last attempt as we see the short porch 3. And as we see Saints feeling good, everyone's feeling good up on that bench. Great coach, timeout by Coach Nathan Rupp to get his guys back in. We're going to see if they can kind of slowly get back into it.
Price now up to 15 points on the game. Chad Vincent Simon currently the game leader with 17. Jip with 16 on the other end. But at some point, they're going to have to find some secondary scoring from this Lightning team. It just can't be those 2 men the whole time.
Absolutely, Brett. And at this time, I'd like to take this opportunity to shout out our sponsors here for Game 1. as follows. We've got Manulife, TD, the Delta Marriott, Elite Sportswear, and Surge Strength and Conditioning. And Brett, I'll tell you what, strength and conditioning is going to be a highlight here going forward. We're going to see what team can really get the stuff going and making sure their strength and conditioning is up to par to finish this game out, because right now the Saints are doing an amazing job of doing just that.
The Lightning are going to have to really respond here and show that strength and conditioning, and not just physical. They're going to have to show that internal strength too if they want to fight back and get into this game. Meanwhile, the Saints really feeling it in the third quarter as they look to march on into the semifinal.
Absolutely. Very important 4:19 left in this one. Saints doing a good job as we see the full court press now from the Saints. Good job changing up the defensive looks. That's what you want to do. Keep the offense guessing all the time. Don't be too predictable.
19-6 the points favoring the Saints here in the second half as a Kodwa shot doesn't go. Not the best offensive possession out of a timeout. And Price dancing from the free throw line, gets the tough bucket to go. And the All-Canadian is feeling it in the second half as the lead's up to 15.
Dirty shake by Shike Price. Loses the defender at the elbow and is able to get it to go as well. As we see the defense causing that travel on that JP. Tell you, when rains and pours right now and things are looking tough for the St. Mary's Lightning, we're going to see if getting Caleb Chip back into the game just like that will change their fortunes. Tell you what, St. Clair's has come in and dominated this third quarter.
And it's been defense that's led to offense here, and they looked like at certain points in that first half they were really struggling to figure out this Lightning team. But now here in the third quarter, the Saints are showing why they are OCAA champions. Stewart dancing around his man, gets past Armbrister, backdoor cut, Vincent Simon under the rim, adds two more, and the Saints are marching.
Absolutely. Armbrister is an elite on-ball defender. And as we see, it didn't matter. You see yet another steal here for the Saints. Long range, has he got it?
Josiah Dare just can't get it to go. Backdoor cut, Harmon back in the game and back on the score sheet.
Most definitely, I think the thigh is feeling okay as we see Jalen Harmon in transition, getting that layup to go right now. Things are coming up all Saints.
Chip now. Brings it to the bucket, finds a Kodwa, but he's tied up by Harmon. He's going to take that foul.
Yeah, always tough getting the interior pass when it's low. You want to try to get that up high so JP doesn't have to worry about hands in the cookie jar. Nonetheless,
no more easy buckets for this Lightning team here in the second half as the Saints have really just locked down on defense.
Most definitely, and they're turning that great defense into even easier offense as we're seeing the basket is a mile wide right now for them on the other end. Everything they're putting up is going down. It just kind of works like that when it comes to momentum. They're riding that wave.
Armbrister gets one back from three, right in the face of Miles Hall.
Oh, look at Double A. Come on now. Full court. Loves to play on ball.
The kickback, the extra pass. Willis Paris nails it from three. And Willis Paris is having an amazing game off the bench.
Straight out of Detroit City. Willis Paris knocking down that triple. Steps into that one as well. Wasn't going for him in the first half. Second half, completely different story. He's on fire from out there.
Lead now up to 19. Harmon, his three-point doesn't go. Willis tries to save it. That's going to go out of play with 2:10 left to go. Saints really putting their stamp on this game, finding themselves up by 18 after the first half was 50-50. Saints really locking down on defense and just showing a lot more energy here in the second half. As Dewsbury heat fires from deep. Doesn't go. Transition. Vincent Simon. Woo, what a finish! Bringing the lead up to 19. CBS continues to just dominate here.
How about it? One good layup deserves another one, as we saw CBS on one end, Double A on the other, offsetting great layups with the lefty as well. How about it? You'd like to see a little bit of freestyle in the open floor.
Great work there from Hall. Just tries to throw it towards the bucket as he was finding it, trying to find a teammate on the play. Turnover leads to a out of bounds here the other way. With 1:28, it's going to be an inbound here for St. Mary's, down 19. Fourth team foul on the play against the Saints. One more, and that the Lightning will be in the bonus.
Going to see what Coach Ruff has drawn up for the guys here on the baseline out of bounds.
As they line up in that vert stack, looking to try and free up somebody. Backdoor cut though, Augusta denied at the rim. Terrence Williams, the DPOY, getting up there and making the big play.
Yeah, DPOY making it happen yet again. You don't get that from making sure that people don't beat you at the basket. Even when you've got a step on Williams, shows that all about recovery and making sure to send that ball out of bounds. Long arms, putting them to use.
The recovery is the right word, because we saw him go down at the beginning of this second half, and he is back, and he's showing that ankle's not hurting him right now.
Most definitely.
Dewsbury off the inbound for three, doesn't go. Offensive board though from Santiago. Nice pass through the legs, and Hammer from deep. He gets it to go.
Kevin Hammer is a specialist. That's what he does the best. Knock down open threes. I've seen it time and time again here in the ACSC. Finally gets one to go here. We'll see if that kind of turns the tide for him.
Potentially a huge spark for the Lightning here late in the third and cut the lead to 16. They're going to need to get back into this game and fast. That's going to be a foul on the play, and Hall's going to head to the line with the Saints now in the bonus. Jip going to check back in.
Good opportunity here for Miles Hall as we see him at the line getting his first shots of the game up. See if he can kind of continue that run here that we've seen from the St. Clair Saints here in the third.
Hall gets the first one to go. We haven't seen him a lot on the, we don't see him a lot on the offensive side, but he is an absolute ball hawk, and he has been making defensive plays and just getting in the faces of his opponents all night long.
Absolutely. Caleb Tipp's had a tough time on the other end, almost solely due to Miles Hall playing great defense on him all around the perimeter. So makes his bones on one side, but he's definitely reaping the rewards on the other.
Easy for Jip, trying to run a screen to get him open. He's got Hall all over him, gets around, makes the extra step, kicks it out, Hammer, extra pass, foot on the line, and Jip out of bounds. Possession coming the other way.
Tough player. As we see, Caleb Jip loves to move without the ball, but Miles Hall doing a great job staying with him the entire way. And as soon as he thought he lost Hall, as soon as Jip looks up at the hoop, he's got number 15 in white coming right at him. Not a whole lot you can do. Steps out of bounds. St. Mary's ball.
Harmon now on the ball. Throws into the corner. They work it around. Taking the three is Dare. Couldn't get it to go. Loose ball. Gonna go out of bounds. Gonna go the way of the Saints. 23 left to go here in the third. 14 on the shot clock.
Yeah, 14 on the clock. We'll see if St. Mary's can pull out one good defensive stance here for 14 final seconds. If you can at least get the last possession of the third quarter so you can go into the fourth with somewhat of momentum going your way. Somewhat, I say.
Hall to inbounds here. Or just an extra word here for his teammate instead. They try to work a play.
Yeah, just a little bit of, hey, look for me, man. I'm coming off the screen. Look for me, look for me. There it is.
Ball on the ball. Got Jip on him. They go down low. Second chance, another offensive board and another two for Jalen Harmon. 20-point lead here. Hammer though for three from deep. Doesn't go. Second chance, Cleach. Can't get it late. Whistle called. And with .4 left on the clock, Cleach gonna head to the free throw line.
Yeah, we're very familiar with Alex Cleach here in the ACAC. Loves to work off of second chance opportunities. An absolute terror to deal with down there. Finally in this game, doing what he does, going to work down low and making sure to secure himself another opportunity to get to the scorer's ledger.
Got 3 points now on the day, looking to make it 4. Gets the second one to go, and that's just going to do it. Hall tried to get one going right at the end of the quarter there. As it sits right now with 10 minutes left to go here in quarterfinal number 1, the score is the St. Clair Saints 84 and the St. Mary's Lightning 66. Talk us through that third quarter a little bit. 34 points scored in the quarter by the Saints.
Absolutely. I guarantee you at halftime, when Coach Brendan Sagan got his guys in the halftime, he said, look, we are not playing our game right now. We played far too well. We're the OCAA champions. We've got to come out here and really assert ourselves. They did just that in the third, making sure that great defensive play turned into even better offensive. And I don't know if you noticed, Brett, but when the ball was moving around, everyone's getting a little bit more loose. St. Clair Saints, excuse me. A lot of Saints here today. The St. Clair Saints are at their best, so they did a good job of establishing themselves. Now, if you're St. Mary's, you're not out of it yet. You've done what you need to do through 2 of the 3 quarters in this game. You've got 10 minutes left to kind of slowly work your way back. You're going to have to hit those open threes. Right now, the St. Clair Saints have shown that they're going to give you that wide open look. They're daring you to make it. It's up to you now to step into it, knock down that shot, and get back into this game in the final quarter.
For the Saints team looking to get back to the semifinals, we got 3 more quarterfinal games coming up for you here today on CCAA TV. Next game on the docket, your RSEQ champions, the Dawson Blues, taking on the number 1 ranked team in the country heading into playoffs. From the Pac West, from Vancouver Island, it is the VIU Mariners. And 6 o'clock tonight, we're gonna have the Georgetown Huskies taking on the Capilano Blues, the Pac West champions, who shocked VIU in the Pac West championship game. And then, of course, in your nightcap, it's going to be the Atlantic champions, the Holland Hurricanes from Charlottetown, PEI, taking on the host team, the 6-time ACAC champions, the men of Troy, your St. Trojans.
Yeah, 6 straight ACAC chips hoisted to the banners for the St. Trojans with that ever-elusive national title still out of the grip of the Trojans. They're going to see if they can take the first step to immortality amongst the greats here tonight, 8 p.m.
St. Clair, 2 inbounds here to start the fourth quarter, up 18.
Oh, great on ball. Double A loves to play that great defense, stopping him in his tracks.
Harmon pops, can't get it to go. Loose ball, winds up in the hands of Jip. He runs to the bucket. Ooh, nice reverse, gets it to go, and that's a huge confidence boost for this St. Mary's team to start the fourth.
Show and go, up and under. Caleb Jip with a little bit of freestyle on the baseline. Plays like that are going to get his boys back in it. That's what you want to see to start off the fourth quarter.
They work it down low.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds, and that's a turnover. This is exactly what Coach Ruff and the St. Mary's Lightning needed to start this final frame.
Most definitely. 1 play at a time, 1 infraction at a time, turnover. See if you can stack some points on top of each other just like that. You're back in it.
Love the way we're working it around here is Cleach. We've seen a lot of minutes here. Backdoor cut. The reverse. Just pops out. But Jip's still going to head to the line and shoot 2.
Back-to-back attacks to the rack for Caleb Jip. 1 resulting in a layup. This one here resulting in a chance for 2 from the line. When the lights are brightest, that's when you got to step up. Caleb showing that he is made of what it takes to get to the dub.
Gets the first one to go here. And for this St. Mary's Lightning team, they need to take away that swagger that these St. Clair Saints were really showing midway through that third quarter when they were just running up and down the court and just making it look easy.
Yeah, most definitely. They were playing free, playing loose, and that's when they're at their scariest. It's a good job by St. Mary's coming out here early in the fourth, making sure to make things a little bit dirty, remind them that they belong here as well.
Second free throw doesn't go. Armbruster almost had the offensive board, but it winds up in the hands of the Saints. Come back the other way. Up 16 with 9 to go. It is Harmon on the ball, kicks it out wide. Ball fakes, leaves it. Miles Hall thinks about it, takes it, and he gets it to go. Miles Hall from 3.
Thinks about it is right, thought it over. You saw the gears turning in the head. Should I put it up? Should I put it up? Let me go ahead and put that up. Great shot by Miles Hall.
Cleach with the offensive board, gets it off the glass and gets 2 back.
Tell you what, if you don't put a body on Cleach, he's going to make you pay down low. As we've seen here on the last few possessions, so active on the offensive glass. That's where he makes his bones, and he does it yet again there. This Cleach.
Nice cut to the basket there. It's Dare, rolls out, and now Jip going to run the floor. Backdoor cut, finds Armbrister. Can't get it to go, but does draw the foul, and he's going to head to the line. As St. Mary's, in their first ever CCAA Nationals, refusing to quit here in the fourth.
Absolutely, on the backs of that unbelievable backcourt combination of Armbrister and Jip climbing back into the game. Right now, we're going to see if they can get it done, because right now things are looking good for them. I like where they are. Despite being down as big as they are, things are kind of slowing their time. 8:16 left. We'll see if they can get it done.
First one just drops. Armbrister looks up to the sky a little bit as that one just got the friendly roll. And he gets a second. Cut the lead to 14. Still plenty of time here at the Jack in quarterfinal one. Driving to the bucket, backdoor pass. CBS fouled on the play. He's going to head back to the line. Chad Vincent Simon, game high 21 so far on the night. Looking to add to that one.
Yeah. Not really jumping off the scorer's page is CVS, just kind of consistent throughout the whole game, getting baskets where it's needed the most. How about Shaq Price, though, with that look, little driving kick action. Great two-man game from them on the baseline. These guys have obviously got great chemistry, and it's showing there on plays like that.
You know, for Shaq Price, averaging 20 points a game, he's also like the distributor as well. He averaging over nearly 6 assists a game, 5.9. So he gets it done, makes his teammates better as well. As that three from Dewsbury goes, and the full court press now on, but the Saints easily break it.
Oh yeah.
And CVS gets it to go as he keeps writing prescriptions at the line. CVS.
Yeah, turning it on here in the fourth. Vincent Simon making sure. Good job.
Dewsbury denied at the net. And that is a big defensive play for St. Clair, who just looked to try and put this one out of reach. Ball takes a weird deflection off the back of the backboard. Jip, step back for three. It's good.
Elite level space creation as we see him lose a defender with one light step back, and just like that, you've got 3-4 feet to work with. Caleb Jip putting on a masterclass in how to create space around your shot.
St. Clair nearly cutting this lead in half. It was once 20 at game high. It's now down to 12. Still 7 to go. Nearly turned over. Price gets it back. Thought about it. Leaves it. Willis Paris. Well short. And good defense here to start the fourth quarter by the Lightning.
Absolutely. Good contest there by Brock Dewsbury. Now, 6:47 left. I say a lot with quotation marks. A lot of time left, but nonetheless, you've got to make sure you're getting it going because time is indeed running out for the St. Mary's Lightning.
In this second half, we've really started to see the Saints not getting quite as much from their bench as we saw in the first half.
Yeah, a lot more dominant there on the All-Stars, which is usually how it tends to go when the game gets tight towards the end. All-Stars start to take over as they're doing a good job of establishing themselves. But as I said, the Lightning hanging around, and on the backs of their stars as well, both Armbrister and Jip, showing why they're elite-level players. 6:47 left now. It's time to turn it up. They've got to do a better job defensively right now because while St. Mary's is doing a good job getting the looks they want and converting on those looks, things are too easy for the Saints on the other end. Got to tighten it up to turn those points and make sure they don't go the other way on you.
Game high 26 points for Chad Vincent Simon on the night, while Caleb Jip up to 20 now with that big three here in the fourth to cut into that lead. Getting lots of contributions as well. Dewsbury with 19 and Armbrister with 16. That three-headed monster for the Lightning. Doing everything they can to cut into the lead. As they could potentially trim the lead down to single digits here with a good offensive possession. Hammer nearly losing the handle, gets it back. Lakodwa also back into the game. It's going to go out of play and out. Possession still for St. Mary's.
11 seconds, plenty of time to get a look now. We'll see what they got cooked up. Getting Jip free.
Jip takes the mid-range, doesn't go. Looks like Vincent Simon took a little bit of a knock to his ankle, but he's going to stay in the game here. Looks like he's fine.
Yeah, I think so.
6.5 left to go. Full court pressure here from St. Mary's. Shaq Price runs the offense. Throws it to the corner for 3. Doesn't go for Willis Paris. They try to get moving fast on the other way. It's Hammer. Nice move. Just can't get it to go. And the game really opening up. Both teams running in transition. The extra pass. Easy finish for Petty.
That's right, up and under. Classic pump fake there as Petty's able to get Dewsbury up off the feet. Wait a little bit, get it up, and 2 points down.
Armbruster takes the contested 3 in and out. Petty.
Yeah, I think they got JP around the back on that one.
Good job by Petty boxing out the bigger man in Lakodwa.
Yeah, not an easy task because we know JP loves to cross the offensive glass, but as you said, Brett, Petty stepping in the way, making things tough, and that's what you got to do. It's plays like that that get your guys the team, especially late in the game.
7-inch height advantage that Lakodwa had on Petty on that one, and he did a great job to just use his core strength and just box him out.
Absolutely, get low, be wide, and make sure to keep JP away. Richard Petty. Not Richard Petty, what am I saying Richard Petty for? Darnell Petty, keeping JP Okaduya off the glass.
Petty running the offense, got Dewsbury all over him. Good job to hold on. Price now. Around Jip, over Dewsbury. Good contested defense from the Lightning. Jip now looking to step back. You know he wanted to take it. Instead it's going to be Dewsbury taking the 2, fading away, rolls off the rim. And time really starting to become a factor here in the fourth. Absolutely, which is why you see St. Clair's kind of more or less taking their time as we see Darnell. Whoa! Well short. Somebody close the door. Great play by Shaq Price, getting up and denying the outlet pass. And then just easily dances around Jip as well. Straight to the rim. And he's gonna head to the free throw line. Tell you what, he is gassed, taking a minute to get up, but I tell you, what a game from Shaq Price. Constantly, consistently, making sure to manufacture points. When it seems like there's nothing there, he'll put his chest right into the chest of the defender and get himself to the line yet again. We're gonna have a break in the action here. Yeah, of course, this is the first of 4 games on quarterfinal Thursday here at the Jack in Calgary. 3 more fantastic matchups coming up later today. All going to be streamed right here live on CCAA TV. Right here from the Jack Simpson in Calgary. Yeah, great basketball is right. As these two teams, despite the score disparity, don't let it fool you. This game has been tightly contested. And 4:52 left. It's not done yet. St. Clair's does still have to go out there and get this thing done, as we see Coach Sagan right now basically telling his guys that same thing. We can't give it up now. We got to keep our pedal to the metal and make sure we finish this thing. And when we saw the first about 4 or 5 minutes of this game here, it was starting to look like it might be a bit of an offensive struggle here, but I mean the Saints well on track to crack that century mark tonight, and it's just been a high-scoring, free-flowing game. Both teams have just been shooting the lights out, especially in the second half. Most definitely. Halftime completely flipped the script as far as this game is concerned. As I said, St. Clair's came out a completely different squad in the second half, and just a little bit too much for St. Mary's to handle thus far in the game. We'll see if they can kind of climb back in it and make something happen late in this one. Price to head to the line. He's got 17 tonight. But he's been getting it done everywhere on the court. He's been a contributor, pulling in some rebounds, couple of steals. Absolutely. But a little unusually hasn't been shooting as great from the free throw line. 85% shooter on the season. Been struggling a little bit tonight. He's missed a few from the line, but I don't think he'll mind too much.
No, definitely. Definitely. Putting in work nonetheless, despite splitting his shot from the charity stripe.
Santiago from three. Takes a bounce off, and Willis Paris able to get that rebound into the hands of Petty. Petty around the defense. Down low, huge fake to the corner. Price thought about it. Instead he drives. Turned it over. Chance the other way. Santiago to the bucket. Easy two. Cuts the lead to 13 with 4:14 to go.
Nice little baseline take there from Santiago. Climbing back in it now with the St. Mary's Lightning. You know the Saints are going to look to kind of control the tempo of the game here. If you're the Lightning, got to buck back against that and make them force things.
Petty kicks it to the corner. Willis Paris doesn't go. Into the hands of Jip. Dewsbury tries to go around his fellow All-Canadian and runs right into him. And that's going to be a foul on the play on Shaq Price.
Yeah, trying to get a little backcourt charging call there is Price. You like that, a little sneaky move. Brock didn't necessarily have his eyes on the prize that one, had to look back at the ball. Right idea, not enough time though, and that's a good job picking up that foul as St. Mary's 24 on the clock now. Good opportunity to be in.
Dewsbury going to take a quick rest here with 3:53 to go. You got to imagine that the All-Canadian is going to be right back in the game after just a quick breather here.
Yeah, most definitely.
Jip for three. Just rolls out. That was a good look for him.
Oh, yeah.
But he just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, uncharacteristic miss there from Caleb Jip. He's had a hard time all night getting open. That was the one clean open look he had, and he's not able to knock that one down.
Armbruster, he's got Harmon all over him. Back for a cut. Ajay gets it to go. Lead down to 11.
Yeah, here come those Lightning. We'll see now on this defensive possession if they're able to secure themselves the ball here.
And it's Williams, throws it to the corner. Santiago gonna take the foul. And that, I believe, is gonna put St. Clair into the bonus. And with 3:20 to go, that is big. That's gonna send St. Clair to the line for the rest of the game.
Yeah, just goes to show you those foul calls early on can catch up with you late. And as we see, St. Mary's in such a great spot to kind of get back on it. But now in the bonus, definitely something you've got to be cognizant of if you're wearing black and yellow here, because you don't want to keep putting them on the line as they can slowly start to pull away.
CBS goes 2 for 2 from the line. Brings that lead back up to 13.
Too many steps
And
there.
that's too many steps for Santiago. He was looking for Jip, but just couldn't keep it. And that's a costly turnover late in the fourth.
Tell you what, you got the "you can't do that" crowd chant coming through right now. The St. Clair's faithful starting to feel themselves. And as you said, Brent, they've done a good job traveling across the nation for this opening Nationals game one here. They're doing a good job of making themselves heard.
Quarter three doesn't go. Armbruster the other way. In transition, Dewsbury back on the court. Takes it to the bucket, and he gets it to go. To get the lead back down to 11. And like you mentioned, the crowd has been a huge factor, but you would have assumed it would have been more in favor of the team that's from Calgary.
Absolutely, absolutely. It just goes to show you, if you're behind your guys, you're going to get back, as we see the foul there from Ajay.
Brilliant backdoor pass there from Shaq, but Harmon just couldn't get it to go as he was fouled on the play, but he's going to head to the line. With 2:39 to go, Saints up 11, 96 to 85.
Knocking that one down is Jalen Harmon. And what a game here from Jalen. And all game long, he's made sure to keep that contributing effort going for his guys. He's got 18 now on the ledger, does Harmon, and a quiet 18 as well, just kind of consistently throughout the game, making points where they need to be, you know, not necessarily taking over, letting the game come to him, staying back, staying cool. And despite taking that hit, as we saw earlier, thought it might have been out, but nah, shook it off and said, I'm here to stay, and Like I said, a chance now for 19th point for Jalen Harmon.
St. Mary's really going to have to start really making it count on offense and rushing up the court. They've been playing high energy all fourth quarter, and you've been able to see it here. Armbrister, he's got a man all over him. Backdoor cut, and Jai unable to control, and it's going to go out of bounds, and another big turnover with just 2.5 left to go in the fourth.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Great cut by Jai, even better pass by Armbrister, but unfortunately Jai just not looking to receive the ball, what you've got to be looking to do if you're in the painted area. Assume you're always going to get a look.
Corner 3, CVS just going to play it patiently, and they're going to kill some more seconds off the clock as they've been easily able to beat that full court press. As Harmon fouled once again, he's going to head to the line for 2 more. And it's with 2:13 to go, it really looks like the Saints are going to be marching into the semifinals here tomorrow.
Absolutely. It looks like the lighting is indeed dissipating and the clouds are separating. We're seeing a little bit of sun shine through for your St. Clair Saints. Great job by them. Hasn't been easy, though. I tell you what, St. Mary's brought it here today. And throughout 3.5 quarters, they have played, competed, and as I said, took the lead even early on in the game. They did a good job of playing, so did nothing. Their effort here today is nothing to hang their hat at, but hang their hat on. But St. Clair is just doing a great job of making sure to establish themselves as the dominant team amongst these two.
Yeah, St. Clair really needed that halftime to come as he gets them both to go, and they've hit the century mark here, 185 with 2:13 to go. Looking for a man, he finds Jim. In and out, offensive board, Armbrister. He takes the mid-range and it doesn't go. And a huge full court pass to Shaq Price. Trying to look like Lamar Jackson out there with the full court throw. And Dewsbury gets the 3 to go.
Yep, not going quiet as Brock gets another triple to go, and quite the game from Dewsbury. He's able to add to that scoring total one more time with a 3.
And Harmon takes a huge bump from Armbrister there as they collide right in the paint.
I tell you, huge is an understatement. You see the bounce on Armbrister. That guy is a load down low, so I know Harmon took that one, and there was no acting there. Believe me, that dude's a brick wall.
They high-fived after the play. It was all good, just hard play there from both players. And for the St. Mary's Lightning team, like we've mentioned all night, a school with less than 1,000 students in it had to fight their way all the way from the play-in game at the ACSC just to get the championship weekend there. Went on a huge run, beat teams higher ranked than them in the standings, able to earn their way to this championship. And even though it looks like they're going to come away with the L tonight, a very impressive first appearance here at the CCAAs.
Most definitely, and some things you can take away into the future of your St. Mary's as well. Great shooting from them, especially in the second half. They really turned it on, were able to get those wide open looks and start to knock them down. You can definitely build off of that. A little bit too handsy with the fouls, as you see, those are starting to bite them late in the game. You want to be a little bit more conservative as far as the aggressive play goes, trying to stay in the game. Because, you know, when the bonus gets going and the parade to the charity stripe starts happening and you're on the other end, it's not something you like to see. So stay a little bit tighter on the defensive side, keep up the offensive pressure. And like I said, there's some building blocks here for the Lightning to take forward in this tournament this weekend.
90 seconds left to go as the first one from Petty doesn't go. Of course, coming up next here on quarterfinal Thursday, we're going to have the Quebec champions, the Dawson Blues, taking on the Vancouver Island Mariners from Pac West. The runners-up from Pac West, who were the #1 team in the country most of the year. It's going to be a fantastic game. You're going to be able to catch that one on CCAA TV. 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. As the Saints just going to let the clock just run right now. Price backdoor cut, finds Harmon, who just adds 2 more to bring the lead back up to 16. And a very political second half as Jip. Why not, right?
No, why not is right. Like I said, he can hit that. He can hit that a little late in the game. Legs not. Oh, he's reaching for the calf now. Uh-oh. Looks like he might be pulling up lame a little bit, but he's probably going to finish this one out. But nonetheless, good look from Jip.
And of course, for the St. Mary's Lightning, this loss does not mean it's over. They are still going to have a chance to play for a medal. They can still win the bronze, but they're going to have to do it the hard way. They're going to have to go through that B-side bracket.
That's right, and I guarantee you the Saints wouldn't want it any other way. All season long, they've been up against it. Even getting here, as you said, time and time again, Brett, not in the cards for them. One last hump for them to jump over. We're going to see if they can get it done.
And for the Saints, the redemption tour will stay alive as they are going to head to the semifinals tomorrow. They will play the winner of quarterfinal 2, excuse me. And that one's coming up next. And of course, still 2 more quarterfinals after that tonight. We're going to see the Capilano Blues from Vancouver. And they are going to be taking on the George Brown Huskies from Toronto. Classic West Coast, East Coast battle. As that 3 goes off the glass from Armbruster, and he gets 3 back.
Last minute theatrics from Double A's is able to bank one home, adding to that scorer's title, but not enough late as we see the Saints on an amazing job here, coming out and dominating, especially in the second half.
Tutu Jangati on the court gets 2, and Ajay just going to dunk it home for 2 more. And that is going to be all she wrote here for quarterfinal number 1. Hall just going to run out the time. And the fans from both teams going to give their schools a standing ovation as the clock runs 0 on St. Mary's. The final score tonight in quarterfinal number 1, the St. Clair Saints 108, the St. Mary's Lightning 93, and the Battle of the Saints goes the way of the team from Windsor.
Sure does. Wasn't easy, though. I'll tell you what, St. Mary's Lightning put up a fight throughout 3 quarters of this game. They did a good job of making sure they played their game. Unfortunately, St. Clair just way too much for them to handle, especially late when the lights got the brightest. Guys like Shaq, Price, also guys like Miles Hall, and of course, Glenn Willis-Paris knocking down the 3. But where do you start when you got guys like Jalen Harmon doing absolutely everything on all sides? Those guys, 1 through 10 today, came to play, and they earned that win.
Absolute team effort here from last year's runners-up. And they are showing why they are the OCAA champions. Dominated that regular season 18-3, able to really take care of business at the OCAA championship weekend, and they are picking up where they left off back there, and they have come to Alberta on a mission, and they really took it to this St. Mary's team in the second half.
Yeah, I'd say making sure that OCAA title doesn't get left with them back in Windsor. They took that same energy, brought it over here, and made sure in game 1 to get that dub. We'll see how they fare going forward in this tournament.
I think we should have the player of the game announcements come up here in just a second.
Now to present the players of the game is Will Spalding, all Canadian from Mount St. Vincent University.
For that, again, just like to thank our sponsors one more time: Manulife, TD, the Delta Marriott, Elite Sportswear, and Surge Strength and Conditioning. Thank you all so much for helping bring us this opening game of the 2023 National Championships.
The Canadian Players Association and St. Trojans are pleased to recognize today's players of the game. From St. Mary's Lightning, number 3, Caleb Jip.
I mean, who else for St. Mary's? Caleb Jip, the absolute spark plug in the first half. He's the reason they got back into that game in the first, and he was just so much to deal with.
Most definitely, not only on the offensive side like we see, but great defense as well. Great job by Jip.
And hard to deny CBS a game high 28 points, picks up player of the game honors for the Saints.
Coming up, number 9, Caleb Jip.
4 the Saints. 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 4 the Saints.
Did it in multiple ways, did CVS, from the three-point line, from the free throw line, also from about 10-15, love to work off the left block. We saw in transition as well. Absolute tear to deal with. Well-earned POG for CVS here today.
Yeah, 9 of 13 from the field. 6 rebounds, an assist, a block. Just a fantastic all-around game here from CVS, the fourth-year forward from Scarborough. That is everything we have for you here for game number 1 here on quarterfinal Thursday. Game 2 coming up at 3 o'clock local, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, between the RSEQ champions, the Dawson Blues, and the Pac West runners-up, the VIU Mariners out of Nanaimo. We will have the action for you streaming live on CCAA TV. I've been Brett Lukowski. That's been JC Cummings. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in quarterfinal 2 here from the Jack.